What's going on, everybody?
Hello, hello, hello,
Hope
hello.
everybody is doing good. We're just going to wait a couple seconds, a few moments. Let people start coming to the chat. Um, yeah, we got some announcements, some updates for you guys. But we're just going to wait a few moments while people come into the chat. Um, Let us know how your week's been going on so far. Yeah, let us know.
Let us know.
We got some announcements. But we're just gonna wait a few moments till the chat starts to build and people starting to come in.
Hey, Maud. Hey, Maud. Hey,
Yes,
Maud.
we got one of the best mods on YouTube. Giving a big shout out to the one and only. Yay! Everybody, when y'all get into the chat, please shout out the mod.
Yes,
This is
all
your
right.
first reminder. Please like, share, and subscribe
That's
to the
right.
channel. We're one sub away from hitting our first goal of 500 subs.
Oh, one
So
sub
please,
away. Let's get it.
whoever that one person is, please, let's make it happen.
We
Let's
know
make it
you're
happen.
out there. We know
We
you're
do.
out
We
there.
do.
Come on. Someone has not subscribed. Hit that
Right?
subscribe button. Get it, get it, get it.
All right.
Oh, good. You did. So we were supposed to have a guest
Yes.
today. We were supposed to have Marlon Green, Ward 1, Brockton, but he is not here, as you can see. So we're going to do an impromptu type show.
Yeah, we're going to do, you know, we gotta improvise, we gotta move and stay on our toes and all that. So we got
Yeah.
something just real quick for you guys today. But with that being said, if this is your first time, thank you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are a local online news show. We talk about local, national, and international news. I am Aaron Casey.
I'm Lana Quest.
There it is, and welcome. And to all our usual suspects, thank you for coming back.
Yay.
Um,
That,
so
that
yeah,
that's
just
abbreviated into us, usual suspects. Us.
oh us,
Mm.
us. Oh, I like that. I like that. See,
they
see.
are they are a part of us.
Yes, they are. So just like Miss Quest said at the very top, we were supposed to have a guest, not here. So we have a backup. And so I have
Not a backup
very
guest. We don't have a
not a
backup guest.
backup guest. No, not a backup guest. No, no. But we do have a backup. We're just going to get into some news, things of the day. So this will be the quickest quick news in history.
Maybe
But
not.
one of the
Let's go.
first things is, I'll talk about it a little bit. But
Yeah.
one of the first things is that to a story that Miss Quest talked about a couple weeks ago. Um, the authorities, the FBI, have found Brian Laundrie's remains. They were found at Carlton Reserve, and that was a place where parents said he would go up to. One of the reasons why they're just now getting to it is because it was flooded in that particular area underwater, so they couldn't have people. Oh, sorry about that. Uh, but they couldn't get to where they initially found the remains because again it was flooded. But they have found it. I'll leave a link so you guys can check that out.
You think his parents had
Second,
anything to do with hiding him out?
I will say this. Possibly, possibly, because you know, if you have a kid, you're going to protect them, do whatever. And sometimes, and I'm not saying all parents do this, but sometimes that love for them will make them go and do something that they know, you know, they shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Like he had to have been, he needed to go to jail. The authorities, if you really love, not saying that they don't, but in this particular situation, trying to, answer the question, if they, not saying they didn't, but if they truly loved him, they would have been like, yo, love you, but you did something horribly wrong. You have to pay the consequences and you got to go. You got to go. And the reason why I know that, my dad told me that growing up. He was like, you do anything stupid, which you know you shouldn't be doing, and it involves authority. He was like, yo, you're gone. Simple as that. Like he's like,
Mhm.
I'm not playing that. I didn't raise you to be no thug. Like he was not playing. He was on
Right.
it.
Hmm.
And he was like, if you get in trouble for doing something stupid like that, he's like, yo, it serves you right.
Yeah.
So but
Yeah.
again, that's just me. That's my experience. Again, not saying that his parents didn't love him, but if they were involved in this, that's that's yeah. But what do you think about
Oh, I mean,
that?
yeah, I don't know either or. I hope it's him, and his family, her family is not going to get closure because this, case is more about her, but this case also highlighted, you know, the fact that so many Black and brown and indigenous people end up missing and no one really talks about them. No one cares about them. They're labeled as runaways, so they don't get the
Mhm,
attention because if you're labeling them
mhm,
as runaways, you're not out looking for them. The
mhm,
media doesn't find the story salacious enough, so they don't report on Black, brown, and indigenous people. This story was salacious. She was blonde, she was beautiful, she was an influencer, she has blue eyes, and it's very sad that that happened to her. That's just a whole nother level of, domestic abuse and things of that nature. But yeah, yeah. Mm.
it's not to harp on this, but I'm gonna definitely go on to the next part of the quick news. But that does remind me of a story that was covered a couple years ago. I want to say maybe 5 years ago, between now and maybe 5, 6 years ago. But there was a story out of DC, and it was kind of highlighting what you were saying, how Black and brown girls and indigenous girls don't get that kind of attention. And they were saying at the time when the story was out, there was at least between 25 to like 40 missing Black and brown girls in
Right.
the DC metro and surrounding areas. And it was just like, I forgot where I heard it from, but it was just sad. Like
Yeah.
all these girls are missing.
Yeah. And,
Nobody,
and boys. And
and
boys.
boys. Yeah,
And
I
boys.
should say I should say just Black and brown kids. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But it was just like all of them went missing within like recent times, but there
Hmm.
was no news. The same situation, like you just said, some of them was labeled as runaways.
Hmm.
So if they're labeled as that, no one's really, well, they
Right.
ran away, they'll be home,
Right.
or
Right.
like,
Right.
so that just made me remember that. And it was like, that is so sad that all those families
Hmm.
have not a clue, because no one, it was just, it, it got at the heartstrings, just
Right.
seeing that, and having a son, and like I would listen, uproar.
And
I'm
just to
turning this place
right.
upside down.
And just to end it, I just want to say one thing. The last time that they really were in an uproar when Black and brown and low income people were, ended up dead was the Atlanta child murders. And you know why? Because he was Black. the guy that was doing it. So they were gun ho to catch him, right? So, and then they were questioning whether he did it, but I'm not going to get into that. But that, see the difference? Like there's the difference. That is when they were looking for the murderer because they had tips that this murderer was Black. So they didn't want him to be a serial killer to white kids as well. So they wanted to get him for sure. For sure. So,
Wow.
yeah.
But moving on, those are definitely some good points. And I'll leave even though we were talking about that, I'll definitely leave a link to the initial story of the FBI finding Brian Landry's bodies and all the details about that. Again, it's so sad that happened to that young lady. Horrible, horrible. But moving right along. And again, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Thank you guys for stopping by. We love when you guys are here. If you're just tuning in, we were supposed to have a guest tonight, but unfortunately, they backed out at the last minute. So we're doing a kind of plan B to what's
and
been
not
going
the plan
on.
B that you guys know about. Not that plan B.
But
not doing that plan B.
Nah, not that. Not that. This is our backup plan.
Well, that is a backup plan too. But, you know.
Well, you guys get it. You guys get it. We were supposed to have a guest.
Kidding.
They didn't show, so we're just going to do a quick regular show. The first story was quick news was about the FBI finding Brian Landry's body. This next one, Steve Bannon is in criminal contempt. The Senate was what is it when they ordered him or sent him a letter asking him to come in and testify. He said, I'm not doing it.
Subpoena.
They said
he was subpoenaed.
Subpoena. There you go, subpoenaed.
I send those out all the time. Yeah.
he got his.
Yeah, I know.
He said, nope, I'm not doing it. They said, if you don't, we're gonna hold you in contempt. He said, hey, nope. It was like, all right, you're in contempt. So that is breaking, not necessarily breaking news, but that just came out within the last couple hours.
Well, it's going over. They hand walked or they carried that thing. So once they find that, it can be referred to the DOJ, that they carried that information right over to the Department of Justice. So now it's in Merrick Garland's hands, and hopefully he speeds this up. We don't want to be waiting 2 and 3 weeks for them to figure it out. Like, no, he is in contempt. We know he's in contempt. So let's get this done. Yep.
And so that's what I have for the quick news. Again, I'm sorry. I wish I had more. Yeah. So that's there's more, but that's all that I have right now.
Well, I mean, there's some more. There's Colin Powell. He did pass away on Monday. Rest in peace. Yes. He is worth mentioning because he was, a very important person in the Black community. Yeah.
So and he did, that he was I think we were talking about, I'm so sorry, I just totally skipped my mind, but I remember we were talking about you were saying there was a lot of firsts.
Right. There's a lot of firsts
that Colin Powell had achieved despite, the hatred and negativity. Yeah. And being, a top Black Republican. A lot of people may not have known that, but he was a Republican, a high-ranking Black Republican at that. And you really don't see that too often.
Because that was during a time when Republicans were kind of conservative. So he's just a conservative guy. So, yeah, definitely. But at the point of his death, he was not a Republican. He voted for Obama, Biden, and Hillary.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. He was in the White House with Obama. Like, they had meetings. He was very proud of Obama. I mean, when Trump came in, he spoke the loudest, and then they turned their back on him, as they always do. Because Colin is not, he wasn't a man of party. He was a man of the country. He did 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. So he was a man of the country. So he was going to choose the country over politics. He knew Trump was trash. And of course, as
Which he
trash as
was.
right, right. And of course, we knew that Trump would write up his stupid thing saying some trashy things about Colin Powell, a 4-star general. Well, Trump's got bone spurs.
Right? Like, come on. Don't
and
even
they
know which foot his bone
and
spurs
they
is in.
treat him like a hero. Like they literally treat Trump like he's some hero. And this man cheated in school, had other people take his test, and got out of going to Vietnam while other people went and fought.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he would have lasted. He wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes in boot camp,
Right.
let alone actually going over there. Like
Right.
he wouldn't have done. They would have been like, you know what, you're just a loser. You gotta go back to daddy. Go get your
Right.
little trust fund. Like,
Exactly.
dude, yeah, you're horrible.
Right. And I just want to address Infinite there because Infinite said that he's not letting Colin off the hook for his role in lying to the UN to get us in the 20-year war. Um, yeah,
That
you
he
know,
did. Yeah,
yeah, he
we
did.
gotta.
But they also lied to him, and he also apologized. Like I don't know. We pick and choose who we want to forgive for what things that we want to forgive them for, right? So like, yeah, he did what he did, but he then came back and said it was a mistake. Like he didn't stay there. He didn't stay in that spot and say, no, I'm sticking with it. He turned around and said, you know what? That war was a mistake. I was wrong.
Mhm.
He said that. And not only did he say that, he called out the rest of them. And not only did he do that, he jumped ship. Like he didn't stay lock and step with those fools. He knew it was wrong and he turned around. And I will reiterate this man's because I don't want us as a community to take away from what that black man did because
Mhm.
we're just not perfect and we make some crazy mistakes. Condoleezza is sticking to hers, right? Like Condoleezza ain't apologizing to no one. She's still as condescending as ever. She is still a Republican. She's saying, let's move on from January 6th committee. She's still there. He wasn't there with her. Everything
Mhm.
changed, just like Obama. Obama was anti-gay, right? He didn't believe that gay people should be married. Should we still hold him to the fire on that? He changed. He came around. He got educated. He learned some things, and he's like, you know what? I was wrong. We gotta let people off the hook. I don't know. Colin's a special kind of guy. Like I can appreciate what he did, and let's go back to that quote. I am aware that over the years, my career may have given some bigots a safe black to hide behind. He knew what they were doing. He knew that they were like, well, we got the black in the room, so we can't be. He knew they were
Mhm.
doing that, but he stayed there because he knew that he was breaking glass ceilings for other people to come behind and jump on his shoulders. So, there's honor in that. So, I'm not going to dishonor his name. I respect your opinion, Infinite, but I disagree a little bit.
Yeah. No, that
Disagree just a
both
little
make good
bit.
points.
Yeah,
Both make good points. I
he
mean,
was
you definitely,
definitely
like you said,
wrong.
you have to take the good and the bad. You have to
Yeah,
call him out when he does the bad, and
right,
at the same time, you have to call him out when he does good. And
right,
I was telling somebody this, not to kind of go off on a tangent, but I was telling somebody this the other day. The way society is right now, there is no room for nuance. You're
right,
either all the way in
right.
or you're all the way out. There can't be. People say, "Oh, we can walk and chew bubble gum too." Well, the way things are now, no, you can't.
Right.
People can't. You're either chewing bubble gum
Yeah.
or you're walking.
Yeah.
You can't. There's no room for that nuance nowadays, and we definitely have to bring that back.
Right.
And this is a perfect example of that. Brother Infinite, great point.
Yeah.
Miss Quest, great point. And we got to have those great points. We have to be able to say, "Hey, you know what? This is horrible. You made the wrong choice." Like, you have to own up to that. But
Mhm.
at the same time, just like Miss Quest said, he did. He owned up to it. He
Yeah.
knew what he did was like, damn, that that was the wrong choice. And you have to be able to say you fucked up, you did bad,
Right.
but on this particular situation, you know what, I gotta commit. We're still gonna
Yeah.
have our disagreements, we're still gonna bump heads.
Right, right,
Um,
exactly. The
but
policies, who ain't nobody agreeing on his policies, but again, he changed, right? So
yeah,
yeah,
he did a lot of firsts,
yeah,
as a black man, and
yeah.
I have to agree. That's you have to look up to that. This brother was doing things that other brothers wish and were or unfortunate couldn't get to. So that's what it is. We got to be nuanced, people. That's
Yeah,
all I'm
yeah, we
saying. Y'all
do.
get that. Y'all get that.
It's true. It's so true. What else happened in the news? The jury selection for the three white men, the trial.
And
We can't ever call it the Ahmaud Arbery trial because he's not on trial. It's the three white. What I don't know what we should call them. Hillbillies.
um,
The three hillbillies, the Hicks, the races, the
they
KKK.
went they went. Yeah, I can't. They went rogue. They vigilante something, but
Mhm.
that sounds too cool
No,
because
they're
what
not
they did
even, they're
wasn't
not
cool.
vigilante because like vigilantes, don't they be getting a real criminal? This man wasn't even a
That's
criminal.
they wanted
Oh,
to do a citizen's arrest. That's why they were
did
like,
they
oh, we
really want
see.
to do that? Did they really want to do a citizen's arrest? Is that what they
No,
were
but
doing?
that they used that was their guide.
Right.
So we have to use that as context for them going to that. They were trying to be vigilantes and do a citizen's arrest, but what they really want to do is exactly what they did, and
Right.
shoot an unarmed man for no reason because whatever. But yeah, so that's why they're on trial. Just a quick little backstory. Um, but yeah, so that's
Okay,
the jury
Ahmaud
selection.
Arbery murder trial. Yes, that's what we'll call it. Ahmaud Arbery murder trial. Because before it was
So
easy, we were just like Derek Chauvin's trial. But yeah, now there's three of these guys, awful guys. They're unbelievable too. They want their truck had the Confederate emblem on it, and they don't want anyone to know that that was there. It's like, yo, race is always trying to hide it. It's like y'all big and bold in this area, but now you're like, oh no, we don't want anyone to know that we're racist. We're not right. Like,
come on, come on.
it's too late. It's too late. It is too late. That's insane. Anything else happened this week? I'm sure something else happened. You talked about Bannon, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Colin,
The
Mom.
January 6th is commission. All that's going on right now. Jim
Mhm.
Jordan, he got into an argument with um, not Nader. Um, dang, I forgot the gentleman's name, but he got into a argument over witnesses. Um, that happened again. I can't remember all the details. Um, I
Well,
know that. Uh, yeah, I'm drawing blanks, people. I'm drawing blanks.
it's, you know what? It's okay. I, although we were supposed to have a guest, so I don't have quotes ready. I do have a game ready because, we have to
Ooh,
be prepared. So hopefully it is a fun game. I've not played
let's
this
get it.
game. It's called Brain Quest. I'm gonna ask
Boom.
you, I'm gonna ask, right, exactly. I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. So let's get into this game. I'm kind of excited about this game. We're gonna see what you really, really know about things. And Infinite, we really gonna test you now. Michelle, you got a chance. Michelle with 1L, you got a chance now. Infinite Speedy Wi-Fi is not going to help him tonight. We're gonna ask some questions.
Well, let's get it. I'm ready.
All right. So the first question is from the science category.
Ooh, science.
Which of these sweeteners is refined to the purest state? White, white sugar, brown sugar, or molasses? Which of these sweeteners is refined to the purest state? White sugar, brown sugar, or molasses?
I think molasses.
I'm gonna let everybody
I,
put their
I'm
answers in
gonna
there.
go with C. My answer is C.
Okay. Which of these sweeteners is refined to the purest state? White sugar, brown sugar, or molasses? Okay.
Yeah,
All the
Infinite
answers
thinking the
in. We got
same.
it all in. We got all the answers in. All right. Michelle with one L.
Oh, white
White
sugar.
sugar.
Okay, let's get it. It was
Nice. Yeah. What's the word for a male swan? Ooh,
I
I
don't
would
even
not
know
know
that
this.
one. That's
Okay.
that
Yeah, no one's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna give a hint. Corn on the.
cob. That's what they call a male swan, a cob. I would have never gotten that one.
Let's get a better. Let's get a better
That's a
question.
Jeopardy question right
Yeah.
there.
Okay, we'll
What
get a
is cob for 5,000?
let's get a better question. Do doctors give a vaccination to cure a disease or to protect against the disease? Do doctors give vaccinations to cure a disease or to protect against a disease? It is called infinite, you're right. Do doctors give a vaccination to cure a disease or to protect against a disease?
I'm gonna say the latter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with one. I'm gonna go with Michelle 1L.
Okay, everyone said protect. Protect is correct.
Protect.
Next science question. Which cannot travel around corners? Light waves, heat waves, or sound waves? Which cannot travel around corners?
What were the three
Light
choices?
wave, light waves, heat waves, or sound waves? Which cannot travel around corners? Casey, I'm
Light
feeling you
wave.
should know this. Okay. Okay, that is your
I'm
answer. I'm gonna let everyone. Oh, they're
yeah. I'm
really
gonna go
deep.
with number one. Number one.
Okay, Infinite said light. Shell said light. Keiko, hi Keiko. Keiko, play the game.
Hey,
Uh,
Keiko, what up? Yo, yo.
Michelle with one L said heat. The answer is light waves. Light waves cannot travel around corners.
Yep.
Which, if you think about it, light can't travel around. Heat goes through everything and around and everything else, and so does
Mm-hmm.
sound. But light cannot travel around corners. If you're in another room, that light's not coming around that corner. So that makes
Mm-mm.
definite sense. Let's see. Let me get a good. Let me get a good one.
I like this game.
Yeah, me
Working,
too. Let
working
me
my, working
find.
my brain.
All right. Which of these words is a synonym of diabolical?
Ooh.
Fiendish, powerful, or expensive?
All right. Repeat the question because I did horrible in English class.
Mhm. Which of these words is a synonym of diabolical? Fiendish, powerful, or expensive? Which
I'm
of
gonna go with
these words is a synonym of diabolical? Fiendish, powerful, or expensive? Synonym. Okay. Infinite gave us his answer. Waiting for the other two
um,
or three. You two.
I
Okay.
mean, a synonym.
Synonym of
You said
diabolical.
fiendish,
Fiendish,
diabolical.
powerful, or expensive. The word is diabolical. What means the same? Fiendish, powerful, or expensive?
Yeah, I'm about to go with fiendish.
Okay. Michelle with one L has a question, I think. Which of these words is a synonym of diabolical? Fiendish, powerful, or expensive? Oh, she said powerful or the first word. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fiendish. Fiendish is the answer.
Fiendish.
If you are diabolical, you are fiendish. All right. A couple more. We have time for a couple more? Yes.
Boris and Natasha. That reminded me.
Yeah, right. Which of these objects floats? A book, a spoon, or a cork? Which of these objects, floats? A book, a spoon, or a cork? Or all three?
I'm gonna go with C. Cork.
Okay, let's see what anyone and everyone else says. Everyone says cork. Cork is correct. Cork is correct.
Woo!
All
That's what I'm
right.
talking about.
You guys, right? Cork. Oh, Infinite came in last that time. It's interesting.
Right?
Cork is correct. The diaphragm is a muscle that stretches across the bottom of your chest. What does it help you do?
Helps you breathe.
Okay. Waiting for the rest of the answers to come in.
You know.
The diaphragm is a muscle that stretches across the bottom of your chest. What does it help you do? Diabolical haters.
Yo.
Breathe,
Yo.
breathe. Okay. Where's Michelle with one L? Still waiting for her answer. The diaphragm is a muscle that stretches across the bottom of your chest. What does it help you do?
E.
What's E?
Yo, I dig it. E.
Oh,
I
letter
dig
E.
it.
Breathe. Yes,
Oh.
breathe is correct. All right, couple more. We have time, right? Okay.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am.
ooh, I got out of the chat. Sorry. In which of these body parts is the femur located? The arm,
Oh,
the leg, or the back?
femur. Femur.
Where is the femur
My
located?
femur broke. I'm gonna say. I'm. Gonna, I think I'm gonna say leg. I think because it. No.
Yes, it's leg. Everyone got
Oh,
it.
it is.
Leg.
Oh, okay,
Yay.
good. I guessed on that one.
Woo.
I had to act the motion like my femur, and it's a back maybe leg. I feel
Okay.
leg. See,
Two more.
that's why she said it.
Yeah, two more. Which of these branches of science deals with matter and energy in their relationship? Biology, zoology, or physics? Which of these branches of science deals with matter and energy in their relationship? Infinite, we're asking the
Physics.
questions here.
Oh.
All right. Who else? We're waiting for one more. Where's Ahmad? Where's your answer? Which of these branches of science deals with matter and energy in their relationship? Biology, zoology, or physics? Physics.
Physics.
Correct. Last question. Thank you, Infinite. 206, everyone. 206 bones in the human body.
Nice.
Infinite, how many teeth are in the human skull? How many teeth do we have? That's not the question. Let's
Oh,
see.
I'm about to say, I'm like, let me think about that.
Okay.
Uh,
Which animal pretends to be dead when it is threatened or caught?
Possum.
Let's see what other people say. What animal pretends to be dead when it is threatened or caught? Michelle, I don't know the answer to the teeth question. I was just saying that. I just threw that out there, but I think it's
No,
32.
I think
You're
it
right.
is 30.
It is 30.
I
I
think it
think
was
so too.
32.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So we got possum, 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 and spider. It is possum. It is possum. You guys are good at this. You guys are really good at this. Do you guys want one more or should we do one
I
more?
I I say we do one more.
Okay.
I say because I'm enjoying this immensely.
If a shampoo has a pH of more than 7, is it acidic, alkaline, or pH balanced?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get this one because I ain't got hair.
If a
um,
shampoo has a pH of more than 7, is it acidic, alkaline, or pH balanced?
I mean, I know pH balance for a woman. I mean, I know that, but I don't know what number that is. Um, I'm going with infinite. He said alkaline.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the rest of the folks. If a shampoo
That's
has a
I'm
pH
going I'm going with
of more than 7, is it acidic, alkaline, or pH balanced? So Infinite said alkaline. Ahmad said pH balanced, waiting for Michelle with one L to pop her answer in there.
it was
He
a
said,
deodorant. It
if a
was it was
Michelle with one L, we're waiting for her to come in. If a shampoo has a pH of more than 7, is it acidic, alkaline, or pH balanced? Yes, we know it's in your wheelhouse, Infinite. He's our resident pharmacist.
chia.
Alkaline. It is alkaline.
Boom.
It
I'm
is
glad I went with
alkaline.
infinite.
That was fun, guys. I like this.
That was good. I like that was fun.
I like this
Secret,
game.
yeah. It's strong enough for a man,
Right.
but it's pH balance for a woman.
Right.
Secret,
So
deodorant.
you don't want anything over 7, especially in your hair. You don't want alkaline in your hair.
No. So that's bad. Anything over 7 is bad, is what
I
you're saying,
guess
right?
ask Infinite. He's a resident pharmacist.
Is
And
that
I
true,
always
brother
yeah,
Infinite?
you're right. Because alkaline is bad. I guess acidic isn't bad. What's vinegar? Like people detox their hair with vinegar and
People
apple and
drink vinegar.
cider.
I think like
Yeah.
the to help lose weight or something like that.
Yeah.
White
Detox.
vinegar.
Detox.
Detox.
Yeah, doing a detox. So that's
Hmm.
all I have.
I enjoyed this show. This was a great one. I really, especially the questions, love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But guys, 2022 is almost here. So there's going to be some elections coming up. So we have to pay attention to those things and pay
Hmm.
attention to who's running, who's coming up, all those good things. The trolls are all out and about trying to, you know, dissension and things like that and give disinformation. So we just have to be
Hmm.
careful out there what we're saying and what we're doing because it's getting heated.
Yeah, and a lot of people that we've interviewed are running in the 2022 election.
Correct.
So we'll definitely have more people um, gearing up for that. If you're in the state of Massachusetts, if you're local,
Mm-hmm.
couple weeks,
Right.
the November election, the
Oh my
mayoral
God.
election,
That's
elections
right here. Yes.
right
Yeah.
around the corner.
Right.
There's a couple weeks away, so there's local stuff that's happening. But most importantly, like Ms. Quest said, 2022, there are some very big races um, for the Democrats and Republicans.
Right.
Big seats are up in the Senate. We definitely have a majority in the House, but we want a super majority, so we don't
Yep.
have to worry about Nathan,
Right.
right?
Right.
And again, there are some big seats that are coming up in the Senate, so we guys will definitely keep you tuned. If you don't know anybody that's not subscribed to this show, please tell them to subscribe. This is one of the best shows online, one of the best news shows. We, we got the best, okay? So please, we need to hit 500. That is our first major goal. We're one sub away. We're at 499.
That's right. That's
Help
right.
us reach our first goal of 500, so we can move on to our second.
Yeah. So
But let us hit that first one first. But that's all I got. Anything
yeah.
you want to say before we close out?
Now, and well, Infinite was sharing that they have multiple drop boxes for ballots in the city. So that's a good thing. I mean, we do too.
Nice.
Like we don't have a problem with voting here in Massachusetts. We get to pre-register our kids when they're maybe 16 or
Mm-hmm.
17, something
16,
like that. You
17.
can, because I remember pre-registering all of the kids, and then when they turn 18, they just get
Whoop.
a letter in the mail saying where they're supposed to go to vote. Like you don't have to go back in and do anything. It's just that easy. So it's unfortunate that it's not like that everywhere. It just really is.
Yeah.
It's
It voting is definitely
So
something
that
that
happened
is
this week.
important.
That did happen this week. That happened. They voted, Republicans, all of the Republicans voted to not have a debate, not even talk about it. So they voted to not even discuss the Freedom to Vote Act. They didn't even want to talk about it. So that
I don't
happened.
want to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
That's basically,
Yeah.
and this is why we got to fight. This is why we got to have a super majority in the House, and this is why we got to have more seats in the Senate. So we don't have to worry about, nah, I don't feel right. This,
Yeah.
nah, we got things that we need to get handled. We got people that need our help. Let's get these policies passed right through, and we
Yeah.
can't get that if we got people in the Senate blocking it. Um, People that doesn't understand the issues that we go through. Um,
Yeah.
so this is why we gotta vote local, and this is why we gotta know who's running for these major seats. But that's all
Mm-hmm.
I got.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This is your
Yeah.
second reminder. Please like, share, subscribe, hit that like button before you guys leave. Thank you for stopping by for this
Thank
impromptu
you.
show. We
Yes.
will definitely see you next week for a regular full show. Everything we're gonna have it.
Yes.
We're gonna be action packed, y'all. So stay tuned for that. Again, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Good night, guys. Be safe.